Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis have a cold face-to-face meeting finally after all the back and forth. What's your thoughts on this? Drop a comment.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Floyd "Money" Mayweather, two of boxing's biggest names, were just caught in a moment that was never meant to go public. No crowd, no media, just fighters, promoters, and one camera that didn't stop recording. Now that footage has exploded online. Tank and Floyd came face to face again, but this wasn't a staged press conference or a TV interview. It was raw, real, and full of tension. Thought their rivalry was over? Not even close. This unexpected leak just reignited a fire that was already burning out of control.
First of all, Floyd don't never want to see no one like a fighter do better than them. Why the say Terrence Crawford should fight? Finna be there. That don't make no fucking sense. He don't never want to see nobody be better than him. I'm telling you.
You next in line. Just so you're next in line.
Is there like a
The last question guys got right
is there
there.
like a love-hate Floyd though? Like you
Yeah.
love the fighter?
Yeah, I love the fighter. Like, I ain't gonna lie, if he was like chill, like he'll be the smoothest. But he's not. You know what I mean? He's a great fighter. And my bad. And
you're good, man.
And he cause I don't want to say like he's just a scumbag, but it's like he's a great fighter, and sometimes he can be good, but it's like it's always I'm this.
Let's break down what really happened in that leaked footage, the truth behind their unexpected run-in, and why this moment could flip everything we thought we knew about Gervonta and Floyd's complicated history. To be honest, their relationship started like a dream. Floyd found Tank when no one else cared. A fierce young fighter from Baltimore, loaded with power and something to prove. Mayweather saw the talent early and quickly made Tank the star of Mayweather Promotions. And in the beginning, it all clicked perfectly. Gervonta went from battling in small local venues to packing out massive arenas, winning championship belts, and dominating social media almost every weekend.
When is Gervonta Davis going to go somewhere in the power for power? Anui deserve to be in the power for power? Absolutely. Do Terrence Crawford deserve to be in the power for power? Absolutely. But what about Gervonta Davis? I mean, he deserves to be somewhere also in the power for power.
Why don't they give him that credit?
Because he was affiliated with me.
But behind closed doors, things weren't so smooth. Tank didn't like being second in command. He didn't want to live in Floyd's shadow forever. And Floyd? He wasn't quite ready to give up his spot at the top.
Set you off that you was like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause it's weird. I feel like y'all got, I wouldn't say love hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of the
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing it.
It's exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Ain't no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see. It's gonna come out.
The cracks started to show. Floyd began showing up at Tank's press conferences, trying to control the schedule, when he'd fight, who he'd fight. Meanwhile, Tank started posting cryptic tweets like, "I'm not a slave," and "I don't need nobody." That's when everything began to fall apart.
Yeah. What dirt? What's the name of it?
I'm not see you got your people. Y'all all stepping, huh?
Man.
Nigga, where Derek at? I don't know.
don't like you.
Frank.
What that mean?
I love Lemon. I don't like Floyd, motherfucker.
No, you don't. EJ do the trash talk, make you miss box.
Eventually, Tank parted ways with Mayweather Promotions, and that's when the Cold War began. On the surface, it looked like a clean break, but behind the scenes, things got ugly. Tank felt used. He believed Floyd cared more about protecting his own image than building Tank's career. What Tank really wanted was control, and above all, respect.
Skill for skill, none of these guys can mess with it. Like, nobody. I feel like my skills is way better than, like, Floyd. Like, if I'm on my game. Yeah, I take that. Right hand in hand. But skill-wise, nobody on TV that's fighting right now have more skills than me. Nobody.
Floyd, on the other hand, felt completely betrayed. He believed he built Tank from the ground up, gave him the spotlight, the industry connections, even supported him financially when the big money wasn't rolling in yet. And now, the same fighter he turned into a star was acting like he was the enemy.
I was in a lose-lose situation. Now,
What?
came out still on top.
With Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean?
Just a little situation that he put me in to, make me lose. But he thought I was.
You talking about like a boxing match or?
Yeah, boxing match.
Ooh, if you don't mind. If you don't want to, it's fine.
Pedraza.
Who?
Joseph Pedraza, my first world title. I was 16-0. I was 21 at the time, and I haven't fought in like 7 or 8 months. And around that time, I wasn't making that much money. I probably was making like $10,000 a fight. So 6 months is crazy to not fight, So when they came back and it was like, all right, you gotta fight. He was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. If you don't fight him, you're not fighting. You sitting on the shelf. So I had to fight him. In the midst of all that happened, I got evicted. I had to sell my jewelry. So now, and remind you, I'm letting them boxers that you talking about, I'm putting them on game, letting them know what's going on. Like, see, this was happening. Like, you feel me? I'm letting these guys know. So when it be like people saying they want to fight me, it's
like, how could you, nigga? I was the one that was giving you game when I was going through it.
Yeah.
When I was at the lowest part of my career, I was telling y'all niggas how, so you wouldn't have to get here. And now it's like betrayal almost.
Yeah.
Okay, so
sure.
Do you think Floyd did that intentionally?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Why? After so much time, after I guess, again, after what we think, he helped you come into the game, he gave you the spotlight, like why would he try to diminish your career?
Because at that time, I don't want to go too deep into it because I don't want to bring up mine. But it was somehow that they were saying that I was messing with his daughter off of the fact that she kept Snapchatting me.
Okay.
She kept hitting me on the Snapchat. So they sent it.
That quiet tension started slipping out in strange ways. Floyd would randomly show up at events where Tank didn't expect him. Tank would go on social media rants, calling out unnamed fake OGs. Even in interviews, you could feel it. The way they spoke, the way they moved, like two fighters still circling each other, waiting for the bell to ring.
He the one told Frank that I was running at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. But I knew for sure that wasn't going to be enough to beat me. It's cool. It's all right. I don't really think too much of it. He's not going to hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to be with him than be cool with him because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll put you in bad situations.
But all that built-up tension finally exploded in this newly leaked footage. Here's what went down. The clip came from a private boxing event in Las Vegas, closed to the public, strictly invite-only. It was organized by a top Vegas promoter, with low lighting, exclusive ringside guests, and young prospects getting scouted. No fans, no press, just insiders. Here's where things really take a turn. Sources say Floyd and Gervonta were never meant to be in the building at the same time. Floyd had shown up earlier to support one of his rising prospects, while Tank arrived later with his entourage to scout talent from a new gym he's backing. But fate had other plans. Security tried to keep them apart, but someone messed up the timing. They crossed paths backstage, and that's when the footage kicks in. The video's shaky, like it was filmed behind a curtain or stacked boxes. But the moment is electric. Tank and Floyd stand face to face, surrounded by their crews. No punches thrown, but the tension is thick. You hear Floyd say something like, "You think you did all this on your own?" And Tank fires back, "You don't run nothing no more. I'm the one they watch now." Things escalate fast. Voices rise, fingers point, and people step in to break it up. Then the clip cuts. Once the footage hit the internet, boxing Twitter exploded. Some fans are backing Tank, saying he's finally speaking his truth. Others are calling out Floyd, accusing him of clinging to relevance by staying in Tank's shadow.
Another thing I want to touch on is the Floyd situation. You know, Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man. But at the end of the day, you know, the man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. And I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, you know. It's a rocky road that we saying what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story's going to be built itself, you know. But again, that's how you burn bridges. Somebody said this is the true colors of a person that's coming out, man. They can't stand it, you know. Calm is I don't like using that word calm, you know, but our Lord knows. He knows. He knows. He knows.
One user wrote, "Floyd made Tank, but now he can't handle the fact that Tank's bigger than him in 2025. Another fired back, "Tank needs to chill. Like it or not, Floyd gave him the platform. Be humble." Meanwhile, a whole other corner of the internet is buzzing with conspiracy theories, claiming the footage was leaked on purpose to hype up a future Floyd vs. Tank exhibition. But that idea doesn't really hold up, because if you watch the clip closely, it's clear neither of them was acting. That tension, it was way too real.
I think that he's the best, like the greatest of all time, for sure. How he's moving, like his hand placement, like where he throwing that and things like that. Like I always like to watch Floyd. Not really fight like him, but I try to like, he's orthodox, so if I can do it on the southpaw side, then it's gonna be a little awkward for my opponents.
Here's the thing. Floyd and Tank have clashed before, but this moment feels different. Why? Because Tank doesn't need Floyd anymore, and Floyd knows it. Tank's out on his own now, headlining massive pay-per-views, partnering with DAZN and PBC, opening his own gym, and mentoring young fighters. He's stepping into that face of boxing role, carving out his legacy without following the Mayweather blueprint.
Tell Floyd to get on live. Tell him show where he at. You owe them people over in Dubai that money. Tell him get on live right now. And he owe people in Saudi Arabia money too. Out here scamming. On live right now.
And Floyd, for the first time, is watching one of his own creations outgrow him, while he's stuck doing exhibition fights overseas just to keep the money flowing. Let's be honest, his image has taken some real hits lately. From that crypto scam lawsuit to unpaid tax rumors and public fallouts with other former fighters. The untouchable Floyd Mayweather aura? It's starting to crack. This leaked moment felt like a real shift in power, the student becoming the master, and the old king not handling it well. And it goes deeper. Floyd hasn't just stepped away from Tank. He's actually been helping Tank's rivals. Remember before Tank's huge fight with Ryan Garcia in 2023? Floyd gave Ryan advice, and even let him train at the Mayweather Boxing Club. Let that sink in. Then Floyd quietly brought Frank Martin into his camp. A strategic move, considering Martin was fighting under the same PBC banner and was possibly being lined up for a future clash with Tank. It wasn't loud, but it spoke volumes.
Young fighters, he loves to embrace guys, so
what was being around talking to Floyd? Like, what has Floyd taught you about fighting? And has it made you a better fighter? Because he could tell me all day to do that shit he does. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what does being around a guy like Floyd do for you?
He could tell you, go run at 2 in the morning. You know, go do it when, cause 9 times out of 10, we know your opponent sleep at that time. So go run at 2 in the morning and go give yourself a mental edge, you know, like, cause you know you out there working every night at 2 in the morning running. That's a lot of the times your opponent sleep. You know, it could be little things that'll take you to the next level. You know, that Floyd, a person like Floyd, like if he tell you that, you gonna take a lot of heave to it and it's gonna give you a different type of motivation when you doing it. He could show you something, you know, and it could be the same thing. You know, you might not be able to do it like him, but just it coming from him, it'll give you like a different type of like feel about yourself.
Hold up, limitless.
But the boldest move yet? Floyd recently started working with Lamont Roach, a fighter who was literally gearing up to face Tank in the ring. That right there feels personal. These aren't just any fighters, they're guys directly in Tank's path. And Floyd? He's not just watching from ringside anymore, he's coaching the opposition. At this point, it's not just a falling out, it's a war.
Tank, tell me about it. What do you got?
Ain't nothing.
Is there any chance these two could ever bury the hatchet? Some insiders say no. Too much pride, too many lines crossed. But others haven't given up hope. Tank still calls Floyd a legend, and Floyd, in past interviews, has said Tank is the most talented fighter I ever worked with. So maybe, just maybe, there's still a small chance.
But I must say this, the most exciting fighter that's active and fighting in boxing right now is Gervonta Tank Davis. When Gervonta Tank Davis go out there and fight, he reminds me of Pretty Boy Floyd. Pretty Boy Floyd, you couldn't go get no popcorn. You couldn't go get no soda. You couldn't go get no candy. You don't want to miss nothing.
So maybe, deep down, there's still a bit of respect left. But the real issue is trust. Tank feels like Floyd used him. Floyd feels like Tank walked away when it mattered most. And until one of them is willing to put the ego aside and have a real private conversation, not for the cameras, not in the spotlight, but man to man, this feud isn't going anywhere. The drama will continue, the leaks will keep coming, and fans, they'll keep watching every second of it.
What's your dream fight card?
Dream fight card?
Anybody.
So there's a couple fights on there. Me versus Floyd.
Okay. Okay. All right. We'll leave it at that.
Because let's be real, Floyd and Tank might never face off in the ring, but their true fight is happening behind the scenes, and it's way more personal. So what do you think? Did that footage confirm the beef is still alive? Is Tank finally trying to cut ties with Floyd once and for all? Or are they both just playing the media game? And be honest, if a Mayweather versus Davis exhibition ever happened, would you watch it? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Fight Field for all the latest in boxing. See you in the next video.